We have been working under the house lately, getting the foundation shored up, replacing the old piers. We're making good progress on that, but today just feels like the right day to get back up on the roof and keep working. It's not too hot, it's not too sunny, it's a beautiful day, and we still have to take all the metal off this part of the house and get it ready for a new roof. Okay, so here is the roof. This side is going to be really easy because we have this low slope. I can walk on this easily. And then this is just pretty basic and easy to get to. There's no valleys, there's nothing weird that we have to deal with. The reason we're going to strip this side off also is because we got to fix where the chimney was anyway. And this roof was done really poorly and we know that it's leaking. Let me show you. You can find spots like this. This screw is moving with the metal. That means it's not actually grabbing anything. Look at this one. Check this one out. Look at that. Let's come over here. Look at this. Let's go over another one. You see how many screws in a row we can actually make a gap under? Next day. You see this? All over this roof, the screws leak because they're not sealed properly against the metal, which means water gets in, rots out the decking. It's probably installed over shingles or something again. Also, missing the transition flashing. There's no flashing here. Look at this. This is how they installed the roof. Can you imagine? They have the overlaps on the wrong side. This is the underlap with this tail sticking out. And that goes down and the other side should be on top. Same here. That's the underlap on top of the overlap. This is how they had it. Look at this. On the sides here, look at this. It's not even screwed down all the way. And there's no, boy, what is this piece called? There's supposed to be a piece of flashing trim that goes here over to the side. None of that anywhere to keep the weather out. Let's see what kind of roof this is. Ooh, is that an old metal roof? I'm looking forward to that. This is our plumbing vent. Look at, there's no collar around it. It's just a mess. I'm sure that leaks. Overdriven screws, which means the rubber is blown out because they drove these. They made them too tight, squished the gasket until there was no gasket. Look at it. The gasket is destroyed, which means it's gonna leak. This is from somebody not installing it properly. Some are too loose, like this one. Some are too tight. Consistently overlapping the wrong direction. And there's more problems, for sure. You should never screw metal directly to shingles. If you're gonna do them over your shingles, you gotta put purlins, furring strips, you gotta put boards down to hook it to. Shingles are too uneven and soft, you're not gonna get a good seal. The other thing is that this slope is so shallow down here. This is probably a 1 in 12 slope. I'll have to measure it. This type of rib metal isn't rated for that kind of low slope, and especially without a sealant between the ribs. If you are gonna do a low slope roof, metal roof, you have to put butyl tape or a sealant where they overlap so that water can't get up underneath as easy to under the panels. Boy, tons of things wrong. So let's rip this off and see the damage underneath. Here's another example of just poor installation. Let me show you something. There are no screws in this whole section. There's screws here, nowhere else. We're going to be having a load of shingles come off the roof. Not this one.
Where are we going to plop them? Like down here? I guess so. That's loud.
Well, there it is, half done. Now we have this lower half to do.
Yep.
So this is what was underneath the metal roofing, more metal roofing. This metal roofing is so rusty that it was actually causing the new metal to rust. From underneath it was all rusty. But this is really neat. I've never seen metal roofing quite like this. I've seen metal roofs that are flat, but not this type. There's very few fasteners. It's just a big sheet that's rolled out and nailed on the edges. So it's kind of cool. Definitely in rough shape though, and will need to come off. But first, we're going to work on all these shingles so we can slide them down, get rid of those, and then we'll tackle this. But that's pretty neat. And speaking of roofs, that's what the roof of the new trailer looks like. Not much different than this in a way.
Yeah.
You see this mess down here?
Yeah.
Not you, them. Ashley, Maverick, and I were all under the house and we pulled all this out, just trash. So Ashley, the problem is we're cleaning out the crawl space, we're going to rip off these shingles. Where are we going to put all this garbage?
Dumpster. that we're getting today.
Cool.
Three, two, one, go. Victory. Game over.
So there it is. Shingle stripped. Now we get to see what's underneath the underlayment. This is a 30-pound felt paper, and honestly, I'm a little worried because I think there's going to be some rough spots under here. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we have to work with. So far, not too bad.
Yeah. Hey, the roof is like...
What?
The roof is like dust-free doing it this way.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have to get out of the sun, but we got the job done. Wow guys, it is getting warm with this evening sun on us and we got to get out of it, but I just wanted to show you the progress, the mess, and this is a lot better than I expected. There's a few loose boards here and there. That's fine. There's always going to be loose boards. We can tack those down. Over here, Two notable spots you can see right here. We have rot and termite damage. And over here, this whole section of the overhang, now on this roof we have two options. We could rip all this wood off and sheath it directly, or we can leave it on. I'm opting to leave it on, so we're going to go ahead and replace anything that's rotten or damaged, eaten away. The reason we want to keep it, and I'm answering this because on the other side we had that question come up a couple times of why are we leaving the old wood? Now over here the old wood went underneath this roof, so it would be really tricky to take out without interfering with the structure. Now this roof doesn't have anything on it, so it would be no problem to rip all this off, but it's the original wood. And because it's original, I really like the idea of keeping it. The other reason is because this wood is the overhang on the house. So that is literally all that's holding it. Underneath is just a decorative trim board that holds them all together, but it's actually not held to anything else. And then these, which just overhang. So basically, if we took off the old wood, we wouldn't have overhangs on our house, the eaves would be gone, and then I would have to reframe all that. And that would be a big pain, it'd be a lot of wood, a lot of hassle, and there's no reason for that. So for me, leaving the old wood, reinforcing it with new nails, just makes sense.
Yep.
And then we'll go over the top of it with OSB. When we go over it with the OSB, we nail through to the joist, not just to this. So it goes right to the joist, or why do I say joist? The rafters. It's secure, really secure. And now the good thing about this wood is if I miss a rafter, you know, this old wood isn't always perfect. If I miss it, it still grabs something, and that's better than nothing. That's it. That's my over-explained reason of why we're leaving the wood. It looks good, and I think it's going to be fine. But that's all we can do today. That's it.
Yeah.
I wish we could have captured this for you guys. But we actually stopped for our lunch break, and while we were sitting down for lunch, the dumpster came. So here it is, the big red dumpster. Here's what it looks like now. You guys know that every time we buy a dumpster, we fill them fast. We just get excited and we just want to throw everything in there. This is a 20-yard dumpster. It's about 8 feet wide, many feet long.
20 feet long, I don't know.
This many feet tall. We got a lot of stuff we're going to get rid of. We got to clean this place out. We really try to keep things tidy whenever we can. I'm excited. You're excited, especially.
I always like when we get dumpsters.
That's the news for now. We got a lot done. We got that roof stripped, and it's not looking that bad.
Yeah.
We're going to do our calculations. We're going to get some wood. And believe it or not, wood prices are going crazy right now. Again, we thought it was done. We thought, okay, the wood jumped. It's going back down. It was going steady for a while. We just bought wood for the first part of our roof not long ago, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Already within a couple weeks, the same wood has increased in price by close to $12 to $15 per sheet. So that same OSB, which was $30 a sheet, is now $43 to $45 a sheet, depending on where you go.
And that's extreme in like 2 weeks.
It's probably going to keep going up because that's what it's doing right now. For some reason, we're having these ups and downs, and it's risky. We would love to wait and see if the price goes back down, but it's like a gamble because it could go up higher, and then we're going to end up paying $20, $25 extra per sheet.
It's like stocks. You got to know when to buy.
I know. So we will probably just suck it up and try to get the wood as quick as we can before there's more increases, but we're going to try to just see whatever's the best price. That's sad. That's sad that if I'd known that, I would have ordered the wood I needed previously.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys coming along, and we'll be back soon with another video. So until next time, take care.
See ya.